It's fairly simple, it's repetitive.
Open up the chest. Oh, and you fall. Hey everyone, this is RonnygoBOOM, and I'm here with Bragoth, and we are going to show off our base. There's going to be a there's going to be a map reset pretty soon, so we wanted to show it off before it all gets deleted, and then we get to start out on a brand new map. So Brian's going to give us a little tour here.
When you take a look, we have our land plot. You notice up in the sky, behind our beacon, is our iron golem spawner. It goes all the way to the sky ceiling. And that will drop down, and I'll show you about that a little bit later. Come around back, and I'll show you guys one of our secret entrances, in case we had gotten in a bind. Next door to us is Olympus. But in case we were running around, hit that button and we just run through this hole. I can show that again. Just hit this button, we run in the hole. And we get in our base, make a quick escape. Nice little fountain. Here's the main entrance. Now, the one thing that we're not going to show everybody is all of our traps, because these traps are secrets that we'd like to be able to keep. So you step on the pressure plate and you come in. Okay, now this room, as an intruder, you might feel a little trapped in here because, yeah, you can't get out. So we just hit this button here to get in. So this is our outer wall. Okay. Here's our inner sanctum. This is our this room is our last line of defense. One thing you'll notice is all these pressure plates. These pressure plates are so in case there's some invisible intruder following us around, we can stop and listen and look and find out where they are. And there's the last little tower up here. Should be go from.
Haven't had to use it much.
No.
Not many people come to our base.
Yeah, people leave us alone for the most part, which is fine by me.
Ooh, tower.
Now here's our archer tower that we've used a couple times. Gives a nice view of our land.
Yeah.
Alright. On to the more interesting parts.
Cool.
These are all of our outer defenses. Now, one thing that's nice about our base, we can kind of brag about, is we have never had any intruders break past this sanctum right here. Okay, now they've come through the outer walls, the outer doors follow us in, but they've never made it past this room. Here's our Stargate room. And people that come in our Stargate are trapped in this water trap, this drowning trap, and they need to push this button in order to get out. And you'll be able to push that button in order to get out. And you come through here. And there are two entrances to the main base. Now, this is pretty much the only entrance you can get into the base. There are these two piston doors. And once you're in this part of the base, then you have access to the whole base. So we've protected this area very securely. And you notice this chest up above that Ronnie just checked. Hey Sushi, you notice this chest it's full of stuff that people come in with the trap. Now usually I take out the wooden stuff and toss it to the side. bring the leather down to salvage it. So take a lift down to our main base.
Coming down. Hey, slime. Haha.
That's how you run.
Take a good look. It looks pretty daunting at first, but this is kind of the pride and joy of our base. This is our sorting system. So what happens is there are chests scattered across our base that we can put items into. And Brian, you want to open up one of the hopper systems underground just so we can see?
Yeah.
So these boxes, we just drop it in there. And these hoppers run from all over our base. And they all lead to this elevator system over here. We used to have an elevator, an item elevator that sequentially used droppers to put items propagating up into the chest above. We used to have a different design for it, but for some reason that stopped working. So Brian found this online using a design by Cube Hamster, and then he improved it, and our sorter hasn't really had problems since he's fixed it. So basically, that elevator comes up to here, into these two chests, which both funnel into this sorting system. And what happens is, if you put some items in, for example, I'll put some bones in, Brian will go downstairs and hit that switch and turn on the sorter. And these bones will start to filter out following the hoppers. And what happens is, if it reaches this point where it starts to filter out bone meal, for example, if there are bone meal in the hopper above it, it would take that bone meal and it would bring it down into the bone meal chest below. Right here. And it can sort through any item that's stackable. So we have pretty much every stackable item all the way around our base. It took a long time to build, but it was really worth it overall. If you look in the stone brick chest, you find stone bricks. If you look at, and some of these sorting systems we consolidated, so we don't expect to have a full 3 double chests filled with stone half slabs. So we just put them all in the same chest. It makes it easier to organize. We always have tons of cobble. Sometimes we have so much that we just have to burn some of it. But we, over time, through raiding factions and collecting items, we've accumulated a lot of items. Oh, it looks like iron has to be turned into iron blocks. So we actually get so much iron from our iron golem spawner here that we have to, and I'll flip that switch and it automatically suffocates them. Or Brian, do you want to kill him?
I'd like to kill him. I'm
okay.
looking for to top off my unarmed MCM. I keep some splash potions right here of strength. Oops.
I got it. Yeah, to upgrade his skill faster. He has a nice sharpness 5 axe and sword ready. We have plenty of iron blocks.
Yeah, these iron golems, when they die, they get drawn right into the sorter, so we don't have to touch the iron that comes out of them.
Yeah, there are hoppers where they stand. I don't know if you can see them, but as soon as they die, that iron goes down underground through a hopper system and goes right into our sorter. And in our sorter, we have everything. Everything from redstone to slimes, slime balls, redstone blocks, string.
The nice thing about our sorter is we have drop boxes all over the base, so all we have to do is kind of come inside, empty out our inventory, and then walk away.
Yeah, so for example, I would come up here, take this stuff, put it in the drop box by holding shift and then right clicking. It automatically goes up into the system, and all this stuff will get sorted out. Gets taken into the system and shuttled up the item elevator. So just for now, I'd like to showcase a lot of the items that we've accumulated, just to kind of show off what we've got, what we've been building up for this long time before we get surprised with a reset. We have a lot more wool than that. I guess somebody must have taken some out to build something fun. Some dyes, lots of lapis. wooden things of all sorts. Chests, trap chests, wood, more wood. More than we could use. I actually looked ahead into the updates to find out that clay was going to be able to turn into stained clay, so I spent a couple of hours and paid off a ton of noobs to get me some clay blocks. And I paid them a lot of money, actually. A lot of diamonds. Lots of glowstone, more than we'll ever use. Nether, soul sand, enderstone, endstone. These are actually from a raid from when we raided Cruelty and Turtle Team. And these are just chests and chests filled with heads. Everyone's heads. Heads all over the place. And this isn't even all of them. Brian has that tower west of spawn where we have the heads on display.
We have a couple more chests over here.
Music discs galore. Some from fishing, some from creepers, some from excavation.
We have so many arrows. Whenever we fill up more double chests than what we need, I have been storing them underground. Right now we're at bedrock, just about. And under this glass we have more double chests of arrows, and under these double chests there's more double chests of arrows, so plenty of arrows to go around. Now, after all of the items go through the item sorter, anything that's not stackable filters down into these chests. Okay, and what we do is we go through. It looks like we had a problem with jungle wood getting through, and raw fish, which is something that is a problem since it is a giant sorter that we have to go back and fix it many times. But it is still worth it with all the stuff that we as a faction accumulate to have to go. It's still worth it to go fix it every once in a while. But we take, say, all of the like leather, we'll take and come over here and salvage it, repair, salvage, and then toss the leather back and right back in the sorting system. We have plenty of bows, lots of bows getting it from it. We have lots of diamond stuff. If you look over here, these chests are pretty much full. Swords and
Power 5 bows.
Warheads. Lots of chainmail.
P4 armor.
Lots of chainmail. It's kind of a fun thing to collect. Furnace system is kind of nice because it automatically reloads with coal. Over here, all you do is drop coal into this chest up here, and it automatically reloads with coal, which is nice because we keep the coal right next door. Right here.
I was saving up coal for the reset too, hoping to get a lot of coal blocks. But right here.
So this mob spawner is connected to 4 mob spawner blocks. Okay, and if you take this left sign right here, you get into a room. We call it the mob spawner room because when you're standing in this room, you are in range of 4 separate mob spawners, and they all filter through and come down this little chute and drop down there so you can kill them for experience. Now, one thing that's nice about this room is you can sit here and do villager trading while you're waiting for your mobs. We have a little egg farm up above us that fills up these chests full of eggs. We have all of our villagers right here, and then we keep some redstone and eggs and our extra stuff right here. And we'll go ahead and do some villager catching.
Do we have a librarian? I'll just show him how to do that quickly. We can show you in a later video how to do this.
Yeah, we'll show you later, but what's nice about this system is if you get a good deal, you go ahead and you drop one of the levers. So say this priest was a good deal here. Go ahead and drop that lever.
Oops.
And he drops down. You close it. Okay, come down this ladder. And our priest comes right to this little minecart section. I grab a minecart out of this chest, and he'll pop into it, and I'll roll him off into a storage chamber to keep him safe. So it's nice because we can sit up there and spawn mobs and do villager trading. And when we get a really good deal, but you get the idea. The villager will go in the minecart and we sort them out later. Take the lift sign back down. As you can see, the spawner filled right up with lots of mobs. You'll notice that when you kill the mobs, all their items just drop right into the sorting system. And if you accidentally pick up some extra ones, I usually just drop them right in there as well. Sometimes we don't even want to kill the mobs because we don't need the experience all the time, so we just hit a lever. And this is required, by the way. If you have any kind of spawner, you need to have a shutoff system. This is our shutoff system.
According to the server rules.
Yeah, it's server rules.
If you have any kind of spawner, you have to have a kill system, or you have to be able to shut it off.
Okay.
And we have a kill system. Right after you get your experience, you can come right here, conveniently placed enchanting table.
Over here is our laboratory. And we brew some potions here. All the potions we ever need are stored along this aisle. We have sorted this into different sections. Most of these double chests are full of books. Thank you to Cruelty after that raid.
Cruelty and Turtle Team.
And Turtle Team. Most of these books are really good. Like, for example, we have about 8 double chests of Unbreaking 3. We have about 4 or 6 double chests of Protection 4. And various other books, all sorted neatly. Our librarian here keeps track of everything mostly for us. And our book cart, when we have some books that we want to sort out later. You can just put them in the book cart, and the person that comes and wants to do a little organizing will come up and put the books in the right place.
I like the lever.
So, back downstairs.
Oh wait, I wanna show off all the books that we have.
Oh, okay.
Flame 2, Punch. I guess there's an empty one. Power books.
Maybe this is the part you can do
Power
fast forward.
5 books. Yeah. I can do like a music fast forward.
Clowns. Clown music.
Yeah. The Scooby-Doo chase music. Respiration. Aqua Affinity looks like we're out of Aqua Affinity. Silk Touch, Fortune, Efficiency 5. Lots and lots of P4 books. Oop, I guess that's empty. Five double chests full of P4 books, more than we'd ever need. All the junk enchants, blast protection, fire protection, projectile protection. Lower grade books, what's this? Oh, respiration. Lots and lots of books. And then over here we have sword enchants like looting, sharpness 5, sharpness 4 and 3, 2 and 1. What's BOA? Oh, Bane of Arthropods. Piece of crap. Smite. Not very good for a PvP server. But that's that. Trig made the room. I think it looks pretty.
Yeah, you do a good job. We have potato farm. This rail system takes our villagers to a safe place. Here's where our iron golems drop down. So here's a farm that needs a little work, but it's our wheat farm. We have a little tree farm. Just go through with wood chopper. Chop some trees. Get some wood.
And then over here is our spider spawner. this is a lever that turns on all the lights in our spider spawner so that we can turn it off if we want to. But I'll leave it on because it automatically kills spiders anyway.
And all of their eyes and their string goes automatically into the sorting system.
They fall down there and they suffocate in the cobble pistons. And they suffocate there. And then all their items go straight into this string and spider eyes.
Ronnie's trophy room.
Ooh, my trophy room! I
From
forgot that I
earlier.
was going to show this off. Well, if we come in here, I have people's heads before we got overwhelmed with them. And every time I'd raid a faction, I'd steal something important from their faction. Maybe a unique block like a furnace or a cauldron, or in this case, I guess there are 3 people that really like to build with redstone blocks. So I took away a little memento from each of their bases. I wrote down their names, the people who I raided, the date that I raided them, and little squiggle R means it was RonnygoBOOM, me that raided them. If I have like R and B, it means Brian and I raided them together. But yeah, so I'll just quickly pan through so that you can pause and see if you can find your faction. Oh, it looks like I got Sam Cruel. When was that?
That
April
was the first.
5th. That must have been one of his first factions.
Yeah.
Let's see this
Yeah,
side.
that was a while ago.
No Hope Left and Sock Monster, Trenty. I haven't seen him in a while. Looks like I got Sock Monster a bunch of times. Okay, man. Vengeance. COS, Exiles, Earl of Ice. Oh, I guess that's just a kill, but that's not bad. And who's M?
I don't know.
R and M. Maybe Martin?
Yeah, maybe. There's some factions on here that we raided, and we never saw them again. It scared them right off the server.
Yeah, we try to be nicer to people.
Yeah, after a while, you kind of start feeling bad. Raid somebody so bad they leave and don't ever play again here. So since then, we've tried to be nicer, like Ronnie said.
More heads, and I mean, we still raid people all the time. It's fun for us, but after we raid them, we don't leave them with nothing. If they're new to the
noobs.
server, yeah. But yeah, I was pretty proud of this when I was building it, and then I was ready to expand it, and I just never did. I got so overwhelmed with the sorting system, and we were raiding so many people so quickly, it was a chore. I'd have to spend just as much time in here as I did raiding.
Okay. Out these doors, every faction member, every raiding faction member has ready chests. So what we'll do is we'll put some sets of armor, potions, bows and arrows, and food, just things ready for PvP battle.
So here's Brian. He just grabs his armor, grabs a weapon.
It's a little low. I need to restock on some things.
Potions.
And which is fine because it's always being used. It's always being restocked. When I have time to restock it, when I want to go and fight, I use the stuff in it.
These are like grab and go chests. You just grab a bunch of dogs, grab a bunch of armor, grab a bow. I think I have most of these are my named bows that I've collected. The D, Optimus, Maxlar's Stolen Machete, the Cherry Tree Chopper. I'm not sure whose that one's. Dylan's Last Axe.
Cherry Tree Chopper. I think that was Murdoch's.
Oh, it was.
Or the Murdoch's or someone else.
This was right after we raided Dylan. So I stole his axe and I renamed it his Last Axe because he barely had anything left. I forgot. Do you remember who Leader's Sword to End Wars was?
No.
I don't either, but I've been using that for a lot of killing, a lot of raid. Rotten Fish Guts.
Yeah, we have a lot.
This is my favorite bow. I stole this from Dylan, named it Dylan's Putrid Hagfish Mucus, and then I killed him with it. I can show you the screenshot. It says Zerky was shot by RonnygoBOOM using Dylan's putrid hagfish mucus. Something funny.
Ian? Okay, so right-click the sign, and you'll see we have our own special linked Stargate system, which is awesome. It cost us lots of gold, but it's well worth it. Now we have auxiliary bases. We have the Alpacalus, which is Alpaca Shop's little base, and he does stuff over there as well as sushi. Hold on a second.
We have the South base, which is where I have my South 1 traps. So in here, it's a one-way sign. A lot of people have taken it and then they get stuck up here. But this sign right here actually lifts down. And you look in here and you collect all the... This is where every single one of my traps from this location kind of culminates. Using hoppers and chests, I make them flow all into the same location. Usually I pick things up like this, and then this is actually my throwaway location to toss away junk. I haven't checked this in a while, so I might have some good stuff and maybe not. Looks like not. But that's okay. Got some arrows. Nothing in that one.
Before that, too.
Okay. So which one do you want to show off next?
Let's show off. You can skip Alpacalus.
Do you want to go to north or the shop?
Let's go to the shop.
Okay.
You showed off the north.
So this is Brian's shop.
This place is really nice. There's a few different things here which we like to have. It's right next to spawn, so we can just hop from our base to this little secret base right next to spawn. I take this lift sign up, and here's our farms. Notice we didn't have any farms in our base because we want to keep that 30 mob limit rule. So we have our farms in another base. And it's easier to go lift through these farms with these signs.
Oh, I missed it. Nice
Some
wheat
food
farm
up top.
here.
We
made extra wheat farms anticipating horse breeding, but again, I guess we'll have to do that.
Okay, and then she's seen the sheep. One thing that we did over here is the sugarcane farm.
Oh yeah, this is a neat idea.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm right over here.
Okay. The sugarcane farm is nice because it allows us to give away free sugarcane without ever having to restock it. It restocks itself. Now this cane farm is hooked up to a bud switch. Come on over here, Ron. You can do it. So show them how it works.
Okay. So, if this sugarcane were to grow on its own, it would make a block update at this block right here. And since this piston is rigged to a block update detector underneath, what happens is it moves that redstone into this way, and then it sets off all of those pistons. So here we go. Block updates, and then they all go off. And then Brian had it set up so most of the time those pistons would hit the sugarcane into this water stream, which leads all the sugarcane down here. It goes underwater into a system that eventually leads to hoppers that go down here. And then you hit this button, and sugarcane pops out. And you can press that button as many times as you want. Or, yeah, I like that tower of heads.
Yeah. But most people have seen this little area. So, I think that's all we got.
That's pretty good. I can show
most of our stuff, anyways. The bulk of it.
I can show people the rewards. I mean, so at this point, most people aren't going to watch the video, so we'll give them a little reward for watching the whole video, and that will be, we'll show you how one of our traps works. I'll go show you my trap chest at North 1, or North. So, Choicecraft built this little thing over here, and I trapped the outside of it. Basically, I wanted you to walk by and see that little glimpse of a chest and be intrigued. If you go down there, and you're really, really careful, you look for tripwire, you don't see tripwire, good. No tripwire. Must not be a trap. Open up the chest. Oh, and you fall. But all these hoppers would collect everything you got. And that's that. And it collects all the stuff. And you can collect people's trap loot. Up here I have more traps that I'm not going to show you today. But they have good loot as well. Efficiency swords, diamond armor. You'd be surprised how much good stuff if you just make a couple simple traps.